हे दोस्तों, वेलकम टू अपना कम्युनिटी। ये वो जगह है जहां आप अपने असली पोटेंशियल को एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं। देखो, सबके पास स्किल्स होते हैं, पर क्या आपके अंदर वो स्पार्क है जो आपको कामयाबी की ऊंचाइयों तक ले जा सकता है? अगर आप सोच रहे हैं जॉब चेंज करने के लिए लेकिन रेज्यूमे सेलेक्ट नहीं हो रहा, या फिर इंग्लिश में इंटरव्यू देना थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग लग रहा है, तो फिक्र मत कीजिए। यहां हम हैं आपके साथ, आपको सपोर्ट करने के लिए। अपना कम्युनिटी में आपको मिलेगी बेहतरीन कम्युनिटीज जहां आप अपने प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स को सुधार सकते हैं। चाहे आप एक्सेल, टैली, जीएसटी में माहिर बनना चाहें, या फिर आप खुद एक ब्यूटिशियन या डिजाइनर हैं, तो यहां आप अपने काम को शोकेस करके दूसरों को टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स देते हुए आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। अपना कम्युनिटी में आपको मिलेगा मेंटर्स का एक खजाना और बड़े इन्फ्लुएंसर्स का साथ, जो आपको हर कदम पर 1-to-1 गाइड करेंगे। यहां आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं अपने फील्ड या इंडस्ट्री स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप्स, जहां आपको ऐसे कई लोग मिलेंगे जिनसे सीख के आप वो गलती ना करें जो वो कर चुके हैं। ऐसे लोगों की जिन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था एज एग्जीक्यूटिव्स एंड आर नाउ सक्सेसफुल मैनेजर्स इन देयर डोमेन्स, जो आपको आगे बढ़ाने में मदद करेगा। यहां आपको मिलेगा वो सही डायरेक्शन जो आपकी करियर को नेक्स्ट लेवल ले जाएगा। तो लेट्स अनलॉक योर पोटेंशियल टुगेदर। अपना कम्युनिटी में ज्वाइन करें और अपने सपनों की ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचने का सफर शुरू करें।
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. My name is Rohan, one of the co-founders of QFirst, which is a mentorship aggregator platform. And QFirst supports Apna with all the mentorship requirements. As a part of community engagements, we have been doing this for a while now, termed as Apna Xclusives. And these sessions happen at 7 p.m. on weekdays and 3 p.m. on weekends. The main idea is to help people ideate and advance in their professional careers. And we are also covering a wide range of topics. It can be financial excellence, it can be spoken English, or any technical subjects like data science or product management. And today we have Ashwin with us. Thanks, Ashwin. Thanks for joining, who's a machine learning engineer at Accenture. And today's topic is going to be concentrated, focused towards interviewing for entry-level tech roles at product companies. So Ashwin, I think you know the flow, so we can go ahead with you.
Thank you, Rohan, for the introduction. So yeah, we'll get
Just
started.
another point, we'll take up questions on the chat box, and if anyone wants to unmute themselves and ask a question, please feel free to. Thanks.
Yeah. Please feel free to stop me anytime, and let's make it a bit interactive. So let me get started. Okay. So hope everybody can see my screen, and I am audible.
Yeah, audible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get started. So yeah, welcome to this session. So this is mainly for people who are looking for tech roles in product-based companies. I hope everyone knows what is a product-based company and a service-based company. So product-based companies are companies like Amazon, Google, Facebook, etc. Service-based companies are like TCS and Infosys. So let me have a brief introduction about myself. So I spent most of my years in product-based companies. I've recently joined Accenture. So I was majorly working in robotics and artificial intelligence and machine learning. So apart from my career, I'm always happy to help students to have a jump start or to go jump start in their career, as well as move further in their career, as well as I have helped them in their master degree programs. Yeah, this is my brief introduction. Yeah, so first of all, we all should understand why should we learn coding. So right now, as we know, coding is not only pertain to software engineers. Right now, it is gone everywhere. Like wherever you go, Now there are computers. So even a non-computer science background people are coding for their respective jobs. For example, chartered accountants, they are coding in their Excel sheets for macros, etc. So as we all know that coding is the most paid job in the market. So that is why everybody is inclined to learn programming and get landed in the coding job. Right now, every day in and day out, we are using applications wherein from ordering food, ordering items in Amazon, etc., etc. So it is very real time. So day in and day out, it is part and parcel of our life. So generally, we all are scared about coding. So everybody will be scared, like, okay, this is very complicated, and I should know deep understanding of mathematics. I should know linear algebra, etc., etc. But nothing like that. But yeah, you should have a basic problem solving skills. You should be able to read the problem and able to convert into code. For that, there is no complex mathematics is required. So basic logical reasoning and um so you should have that logical reasoning to solve the problem. So so now everybody will be like because I was also there, where to start programming, we will be overwhelmed because everybody will be speaking about something or other. One person will be saying, okay, I will do Java. One person will say, I will do JavaScript, Python, etc. But right now, where to start? So you always wanted to choose a very beginner friendly language, as well as there should be a lot of community support, especially because everybody gets stuck at some point of time, wherein you should be able to get help, as in whenever you are stuck. So always choose a beginner friendly programming language. So the go to language may be Python or JavaScript. So JavaScript can be run in browser. You can there is no much IDE or any platform is required to develop a JavaScript. So better to start with a JavaScript or Python, because Python is a go-to language in today's market. All the AI and machine learning algorithms, they are using Python because of its simplicity. You need not understand so much of programming. Just it will be like plain English. So it is better to go with JavaScript or Python. That is my opinion. If you people are okay with any other language like Java or C, it's up to your choice. So that as I said earlier, there is check for online community, like for example, Stack Overflow, GitHub topics. So you can post your questions wherever you are stuck, and you get help from them then and there. So yeah. Uh, so and after that, you have to choose what are you going to build. Okay, you'll do coding, but what are you going to do with that? Either you have to build a website, or you're going to build an app, like let's say Android or iOS, web application, something like that, so that you will also not feel very bored or anything. Like you will have something in your hand that you have already built. So better to choose something like that. So you should have basic understanding of Git and IDE. IDE is integrated development environment. So wherein all, let's say if you are coding in Python, so you will be you have to run your code. So you need not install anything apart from this IDE. So all your job will be done in this IDE, so that you have to just concentrate on the coding. You need not do other complicated stuff like setting up the environment, etc., etc. So Git is a very important tool. It has become a skill. Git is nothing but a version control. So in your journey, you can just log your code. Like today, let's say you have coded like some good chunk of programming stuff. So you have to store it in the Git profile. So GitHub is a platform where you can choose. We can showcase your work basically. So you can make use of Git for track your progress as well as build your strong online presence. You have to understand the basic structure, syntax, data structures. That is very important in any programming, whatever programming language you choose. You have to understand about that, and you can kickstart your programming journey. So this is the learning path. So where to start? So now we have how are we going to proceed, and now we know which language we have chosen. So we have everything ready. Now where to start, how to proceed, and how to keep track of your goals, how to make sure that you are on the right path, right track, so that you land in your dream job. Because at initial stage of their career, all the product companies, they are only looking for the candidates who can code very good, so nothing else is required. So if you code very well, everything is easy for you. Very important thing while preparing is stick to only one language. Because all the product companies, what they do is they will make you to choose the programming language. They are not going to say that you have to code in this language, or Java, C, or Python. If you know JavaScript or even any other programming language, they are very liberal enough to choose that, because they always wanted to check your programming skills, not on which language you are very strong at it. That is very very important, because if you keep on changing the language programming language, it will become very overwhelming for you, as well as you will lose track. So you have to keep track on that. Yeah, sorry. And make sure that you have a proper study schedule and resources, etc. Make sure you code at least 2 to 3 hours a day and at daily. And resources wise, try to follow same resource. Don't try to switch here and there, because of we can see a lot of YouTube channels. Today you may be following one YouTube channel, tomorrow your friend may say no, this one was better. So again you have to if you switch to another YouTube channel, it will be hard for you. So make sure that you follow only one resource and stick on to it and master that. So very important thing is journaling your journey. As I said earlier, Git is a go-to tool to do that. Because wherever you go, Git is the version controlling system, we say, wherein you can keep track of your progress. For example, today you may have did some coding, and tomorrow you may you will be doing some coding. You can always go back and see the difference, what changed from yesterday to today, so that it will definitely motivate you to go further. And very importantly, it will log your journey. And whenever you are applying for an interview, you can just show your GitHub profile. Okay, I am coding every day, 2 hours, 3 hours a day. So you can just throw your GitHub profile, and it will make them believe that you are doing that. And very important thing is you have to find your mentor. So mentor is very important, because he is going to help you, because as a mentor, everybody in their earlier stages, they would have made mistakes, and they will help you and guide you to make less mistakes. That is very important. So how to proceed, or how to stay on track? So as I said earlier, again, GitHub, Discord, these are all the online communities available, wherein you can go and post your questions, or you can form your own online community. Let's say, for instance, you are in any programming language you can choose, and you can find your partner wherein he is very good at some other programming language. Let's say, for example, you are building in Python, he may be developing an Android application. So both together can build an app. So that will look very cool, so that you will also fulfill, okay, I'm doing something. Yeah. Very important is like you have to start building your pet projects, because all the product based companies, they look what you are doing beyond your normal coding stuff. So these pet projects are small examples, but in the latest stage of the slide, I'll be displaying what are all the bigger projects you can do, and showcasing your profile, so that will be very attractive for the recruiters for you to recruit. So main thing is you have to build your own website, and you have to launch it on your launch it in the internet, so that it can be your resume, it can be your portfolio, etc. There are two advantages. One is you will code, as well as you will know how to deploy or publish your website in the internet. So this will definitely make you stand apart from other candidates, because it shows that you have an understanding of how a website works, and get constant feedbacks and try to improve your site. Yeah. So it's not only about coding. So you have to make sure how good you are at coding, so that you can. There are a lot of online communities over the internet. Say for example, Code Wars. You can go to hackathons. There are like Hacker Rank, Hacker Health. So again, that is also one of the way to build your coding. Uh, Improve your coding rank, so that if you have a better rank, the chances of the bigger companies hiring you is definitely higher, because you need not prove anything extraordinary that I am a good coder or something like that. And building a community, and based on that community you can um, get references, etc. So this is very important. So make sure you keep track on your coding skills, and have very strong online presence. So now the basic programming will be done. Let's say you will be writing small programs, like addition, or calculate simple interest, or much more mathematical problems like finding the prime number, GCD, etc. But those are all the starting point. Now we have to go advanced in our journey, because in coding interviews they are going to ask advanced questions like array, strings. So very important is how efficient is your solution. It's not only about just coding and saying okay, I've solved, but you have to make sure is how fast your code can work compared to others. So that is very important. To achieve that, you should hone the skills of data structures, algorithm, systems design. So system design is nothing but how to design a system. So let's say uh, how WhatsApp works. So if I send hi, how it is reaching the other recipient. From If I send hi, how are you receiving? How is the whole structure? Let's say the architecture of WhatsApp. You should be able to understand that. So data structure and algorithm is on the coding side. So there are few algorithms you have to practice. So that will be asked by the interviewers during your coding interviews. And very important thing is, irrespective of all this, so you have to have on a strong portfolio. Make sure you have a very good LinkedIn profile, and make sure your resumes are very good. So if whatever projects you're working on, make sure you put on the resume. Very important is, if you are contributing to the open source community, that is definitely will be very attractive, so that the recruiters are going to go and see the open source communities who are all contributing, so they are going to absorb the people into their company. So make sure build a portfolio, and try to make a very good online presence. So as I said, LinkedIn is not only to promote you, as well as you can connect to people like mentors. You can find your mentors over LinkedIn, because let's say you want to go to Amazon. So Amazon, you can connect to the people who are working at Amazon, and you can ask them, okay, what is the interview process? So you can only focus for that company, so that it will be very useful, and you can definitely bypass many candidates. So that is very important. Make sure you have to feel free to connect to people. So you should not have any hesitation or inhibition to do so. And that will definitely help you in preparing for interview and narrow down your process. So yeah, that is very important. So as we know, there are a lot of online platforms there. Make sure you follow one. So YouTube, as we know, everyone, there are tons and tons of video. So that is there to help you out. But make sure that you are not getting distracted by too many content. Make sure you follow only one instructor, and try to be the master of it. Udemy and Coursera, if you want to do any certification on your programming courses, so you can enroll in these two platforms, so that you can earn a certificate, and again that will assure you that you are a programmer. So these things, code wars, lead code, hacker rank, etc. There are much more things. So wherein these are all free websites, wherein you can go and uh, submit your code, and you can earn badges. So you can badges in the sense, so let's say it is like a who has a better coding skills. So based on your solution, you will be ranked accordingly, and you can be a mentor, or you can be an instructor as well. As that will help you to show that I'm a better coder, and uh, recruiters are going to always look for the people who are giving a optimal solution. Yeah. So as I said earlier, uh, you can try these applications. There are a lot of open source communities, wherein you can refer. You can create your own pet project, something based on these ideas. Say for example, you can build a calculator app can be in your mobile phone, or in your website, or a web application, etc. So that will make sure that you have a better understanding of how an end-to-end application is going to work out, not just on the coding, just the coding skill, but so that will make sure that you have a better understanding of how in general the end-to-end application works. So you need not restrict yourself to websites. You can do a desktop application, you can do an Android application, you can do an iOS application, and you can even do a chat application, so like WhatsApp or Telegram, etc. You can build a sample application in all the platform, and make sure that how better understanding you have in building a chat application. You can send a hi from one device and receive in another, so that that will make sure that you have a upper hand in during the interviews, because these are all the questions they are going to ask you. Say for example, they may ask how end-to-end WhatsApp encryption works, so where the encryption is going to happen. Even though you are a fresher or an experienced candidate, these questions are very common in all the product-based companies, because product-based companies, they don't want no, they not only check the coding skills, but also on these aspects, how good an engineer you are. So you can also have a blog where you can log whatever your passion, or you can also log your coding journey, how I started. Because most of the people who are non-computer science background, they are facing a lot of difficulties. You can showcase that, okay, this is how I started, and this is how I landed in my dream job, and so that you can help other people, so that they can also achieve what you have achieved. So now, especially two things are very I mean, it's very hot, right? One is machine learning and AI, wherein after ChatGPT came, so you have to people are all using this ChatGPT instead of a traditional chatbot. So everybody knows how what ChatGPT is capable of. So you can also try to build one. So there are right now there are a lot of open sources communities are already there, wherein in your local computer you can train your own small ChatGPT and make it work. Yeah. So far, any questions here? Okay. So yeah. So once you are good with all the advanced skills, data structure, algorithm, everything, now we can choose what, because front end, back end, artificial intelligence, these are the three different avenues you guys can choose. Front end, in the sense, you can build a website, Android application, iOS application, wherein the user can uh, have an user interface, so they will be interacting with your application, and these application will in turn connect with your backend application. So for example, you're building a login page, so you enter the username and password, so that will go to the backend server. So that can be in Python, Java, etc., etc. So it is connected to the internet, and it is going to connect to the database and get back. It is going to get validated and get the response to your application wherever you are. So this application, if you are able to do, then it is you are very close to land in any product based companies, because uh, as a fresher or a college student, these things are not very easy to do, and you will be always standing apart from the normal crowd, so that it will be easy for you to get a job compared to others. And artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, these are all a bit advanced, but still you can try these things. For example, you can feed an image, and you can ask the system what you can see inside the image, how many people are standing. Let's say you upload a group photo and say, okay, how many people, you can query within the image. So these are all the sample applications are available open, wherein you can try to build your own application, and to have a better understanding. Yeah. So as I said earlier, so these are all the so every company has their own interview structure. Let's say for Amazon, they have four level of interviews. Two rounds will be on coding. So coding will be on these list of things which I have put it in the screen. So array, strings, linked list, trees, and there'll be two rounds. First round will be bit easier. Second round will be harder, so they'll grind you more on these concepts. It's not about whether you solve the algorithm or not, but how are you approaching the problem, and how efficiently you are approaching the problem. So that matters a lot. So make sure that you master these skills and try to clear these two rounds. See, after that, there is going to be a system design round. So there are two types of design. One is high level and the low level design. High level design is like, okay, for example, as I said, how to build an WhatsApp application. So what are all the components you are going to use? Let's say, are you going to build an Android application? Are you going to build an iOS application? Are you going to build an web application? So and how many servers are you going to use? What are the database structure you're going to use? So what is the database design, etc., etc.? These are called high level design. Low level design are nothing but which language are you going to use? So how are you going to compartmentalize your program, etc.? So this is going to be one round. And then the fourth round will be the behavioral interview. So they will be throwing situations to you. So in this situation, how are you going to react? Let's say there is a team conflict. How are you going to solve it? If there is a very burning issue, how will you react, etc., etc. So these are all the so these things are all available on the internet, YouTube, etc., whichever is comfortable to you. So all these different rounds, what they are going to ask, all the alumni of Amazon or product based companies, they already have YouTube channel for this. So definitely that will be very helpful if you go through those channels. Yeah, you can reach me out in this LinkedIn or email. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Thanks, Ashwin. I think that was a very quick session. We still have another 20 minutes to go ahead with. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I can.
if you have any
Yeah,
other points, we can take it up. But
sure,
in
sure, sure.
meanwhile, if there are any questions, we can take that up as well on the chat box, or please feel free to unmute yourself.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, I think so. Yeah, one person has asked 1.5 years. He has a career gap. So see, career gap nowadays, it's not a big deal. So make sure you are very good. You improve your coding skills, as I mentioned in the session. You have to improve your coding skill and make sure you have a good online presence. Try to participate in more hackathons, so that will definitely help you. So that not only so if you win the hackathon, they will give you prize money, etc., and you can improve your community. So you can improve your networking skills, etc. And if you win the hackathon, you may also be hired by the company, whoever is sponsoring the hackathon. So that is a very good option for you. How to get into AIML such coding is necessary is DSA. Yeah, I think that is a good question. So so Bhargav Nath is asking few tips on AI and ML. How much of coding is necessary? Is DSA must have skill? Yeah, DSA is definitely must have skill because in AIML also coding is involved. It's not you are not going to do coding. Definitely coding is involved. So DSA and data structure and algorithm will improve your coding efficiency. You can improve your speed, efficiency, etc. So how to there are a lot of online courses, especially on the Coursera. You have Andrew Ng course. So that is a old course and still it is relevant. Even I went through that course. Even I was a normal backend engineer in a product company. Then I moved to AML. So even I was not very much aware of this thing. So that course really helped me. Along with your coding skills, definitely this is going to complement you. So definitely you should have DSA. Yeah, I have 4 years gap. Any solution? So I think it is same as previous question. What Sachin asked. He had 1.5 years of this thing career gap. You again and again I can say the same thing. One thing is improve your coding skills. Try to build an application. Try to put it on the open forum. Try to get feedback. Make sure your application reaches to more people, so that it will be your reachability should be more, and build your LinkedIn. Try to reach more people on LinkedIn. Very important is you can contribute to open source project. Try to because in GitHub you can see a lot of open source project, wherein you can definitely if you contribute more, then again you will be reached more. Which skill are in demand in market? What to learn to get job as a fresher? Roshan Nag. So this whole slide, what I was talking, you have to make sure you stick to one programming language and try to improve your skill on that. Try to be the master of it. Let's say if if you are learning JavaScript, make sure you build a website, web application, etc. Let's say you can build an e-commerce site. You can learn React JS, you can learn Angular JS. uh, then if not, you want to develop any mobile application, you can go for React Native. So if you just learn one React, you can develop an Android application, iOS application, web application, etc. For example, Instagram or Uber, they run on only one platform, React Native. So that is a very good thing. So as a fresher, I think that will be a good start. You need not spend so much money on infrastructure, etc. So because it runs on your browser, so it will be useful for you. I'm a BC. Uh, I am a BCA student, Gayatri Gopal. I am a BCA student. I want to job in final year. Then what type of skill can I get? I can prepare for job ready. So, so I think if you have a campus interview, again, I think they will have some aptitude, etc. So you have to prepare for that. But again, make sure you improve your coding skills, may and try to network with people, and try to build your project, build your online community, build your online presence, and make sure your project is being published properly and it is reached to many people. So make and try to reach to mentors, help them. Let's say you are going to join TCS or Accenture, go to LinkedIn and speak to them. What is the process like? How, if I want to join this company, how the interview process is going to be? What are the questions they are going to ask? How many rounds of interview? So prepare for each and every yeah round specifically, so that it will be easier for you. Okay, what is the hiring process at Accenture for campus placement recruitment? See, Accenture and any other company has the same process. So they will be having a aptitude round. They will be having a coding round, and then what will happen? They will have a group discussion, and they will be having one face-to-face round. So there will be a minimum 4 rounds, if I'm not wrong, but that depends on the time and the place where the recruitment happens. So it may be minimum 3 rounds of interview will happen. Sorry? How to get a Java developer job as a fresher and skills need to have in the interview will expect. Murali Krishna,
I am not.
yes. So Java, just with Java, it is very hard, but you have to learn some technology along with Java. Let's say Java server pages, JSP, Spring Boot. Spring Boot is nothing but a web application. So you can write a server around Java. So you have to learn JSP, Spring Boot, servlets, etc., etc. As a web developer, you can just Google Java web application development. So Spring Boot, that will be the first thing you can see. So you can try to learn Spring Boot. Okay, guys, anyone have openings for Java, Spring Boot, Hibernate microservice? Please contact me. I think somebody, I think Sachin, he has posted. You can definitely reach him. I think somebody, Murli Krishna, he was asking Java developer job, so I think he can reach to him. Which is the best resource to learn how to build projects from beginning level? So there is, for example, if you ask, there is a YouTube channel called Code Nation. That is for web application. So there, where he will teach you React and Angular application, so that you can build web application. So that is a very good resource according to me. So you can try to uh, use that. So which is the best resource to learn product for free? See, product. See, as I mentioned before, this coordination you can learn to the code in React or Android or iOS. So you can build your own application. So you can go to Google or GitHub. You can check for what are the products you can build, and they will give you some ideas. They'll give you some sample codes. So from there you can definitely start building. You need not build everything from the scratch. There is no specific resource, because it's up to your idea. How are you going to build?
Guys, meanwhile, I've also shared a feedback link. So feel free to take up a feedback, which will help us improve the sessions. And I've also shared another registration Apna Exclusives link where you can register yourself and get access to the recordings of this one and the previous sessions as well. Just a heads up. Yeah.
See, one thing I can say as in a general note. Uh, so try, if you prepare for product companies. Let's say, I think according to me, Amazon is one of the toughest interviews. So prepare for that, so that any you can crack any interviews. So just go and check what are all the what is the interview process for Amazon. So that if you can prepare for that, then other interviews are going to be cakewalk for you guys.
Thanks, Ashwin. Thanks for that tip. I think Amazon has more than like 5-6 rounds of interview, right?
Correct, yeah. So SG1, so it is like that. SG1, SG2, SG3, based on your level of experience. SG1 has five rounds,
Okay.
SG2 has 6 rounds, SG3 has 7 rounds. So based on your experience, the behavioral questions changes, as well as it will be more on design. So once your experience increases, they will
Yeah.
ask more design questions than coding questions.
Yeah.
So everybody has to undergo two rounds of coding interview. So that is for sure.
Right. And how are the hirings now in these top companies like Accenture, Infosys, or Amazon?
So generally, the hiring process in general, it is very dry
Yeah.
comparatively. Everybody knows that because of it is not only in India, everywhere in the world, it is very slow.
Hmm.
But product companies, they keep hiring, so they are not stopping.
Hmm.
Not at the bigger level, but still they are hiring compared to service based companies,
Right.
because service based companies are not getting enough projects. So that is one of the major issues they are facing. Product based companies, especially Amazon or Facebook or Google, so
Yeah.
their business is not dependent on, it's purely based on internet. So they always have better demand.
Hmm. Right.
Guys, have any specific questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah.
And wait for another 5 minutes and
Sure,
please
sure,
feel,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, any questions, we can take it up chat box or unmute.
So right now, nowadays, there is a Discord community getting very popular.
Hmm.
So you guys can try Discord. So Discord is a very powerful chat tool. You can connect to anywhere in the world with any developers. So you can reach to. So there are a lot of projects going on, open source projects, so that you can go and contribute. That is very. I mean, it's very disruptive in the market right now. Somebody is asking my LinkedIn profile. I'll just. So I am just posting my LinkedIn profile. So feel free to text me on LinkedIn. I'll definitely happy to help you people. Yeah. Mm.
If there are, I think, no questions, just a reminder again to feel free to access the feedback form and give us feedback, which will help us improve the session. And there is an Apna Exclusives link where you can register yourself and get access to all the sessions. Sneha, do you think we can close if there are no other questions, feedback?
Yes, Rohan. I guess if there are no questions, then let's.
Yeah, I mean, we've got all the questions and we've got feedback also for the session. So I think
There's one.
so good.
Shubham has left a message in chat. How to learn this course for free?
Yeah. Ashwin, I think that will be the last question.
Okay, how to learn this course? Course in the sense, is he talking about
So
Apna?
this is, I think, Sneha, this is more related to the session which is happening now. Shubham, this is a more of a session on trying to understand the interview tips for product management companies. It's not a actual course, but for you to learn a course or improve your interview skills, you can always access the free tools in YouTube and other courses.
Perfect. So I guess we can close the session.
Thanks, Neha,
Yeah.
and thanks everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
You too. Bye bye.